I have my coffee and ginger. Nice. You had your coffee ready for my disaster run as well, but it never quite worked out today, did it? Overcoming various hardships, you have at last entered into Monster's Castle, but unbeknownst to you is the fact that the dragon has the power to invoke causes of his... I didn't even get to read that, is right.
Basically, the dragon can curse you, so...
Right, the dragon could curse us, that's all you need to know.
So this is basically the ending of the first one, like the first, RPG one.
Yeah. So this is a continuation of the first Wonder Boy RPG, and all I can say about this game, I played this when it was out as a kid on Sega Master System, without question, one of the very best games on that system. I can't stress enough how amazing this game is. Even today, this game got a remaster with a new set of coat of paint over the top, and it's still good now. You can still play the remaster and enjoy it. That's how good it is. Okay, game audio is low. Alright, we'll restart the run. Let's restart. It's okay. What we're going to do, we're going to quickly restart it anyway, because we're just starting. Let's give that a... Where's the restart, Josh? Soft start. Okay, we're going to do a take 2 on that, because the game audio wasn't even set up.
And you didn't read the intro,
and yeah, we didn't. Before you is the monster world. Overcoming various hardships, you have at last entered into the monster's castle. Your target is dreaded... But unbeknownst to you is the fact that the dragon has the power to invoke curses on his enemies. Very hard to read, it's too quick. Alright, how's the audio, Waddy? Is that better for us? So this game... okay, cool. This game takes place after the first Wonder Boy RPG. It's like a continuation, basically. And all I'm going to say about this game, it's without question one of the best Sega Master System games. I had this as a kid. Without question one of the most played games I had. It's so good. And growing up with a bunch of brothers as well, we were all chiming in trying to work this game out, because it was quite advanced for back in its time. You got green hair in this one. Cheyenne had blue hair, so interesting colours.
Yeah, I think
yeah, I think all the Wonder Boys must have been different. I think so. Yeah. I always like this mini game in collecting gold. Because gold in this game is pretty important, because there is a shop system. Oh shit, Josh. That's okay. So we're going to be hitting the first form, or technically the second form. We're playing as the dragon. And he has a projectile. Now what is his gimmick? What is he good at? So
he's got no special skills.
Okay, so this character doesn't have any specials, just purely range, purely on story driven. Fireballs, yeah. Because some other characters are able to progress in certain ways, like Lizardman, Aquaman can go underwater, Lion can break stones, Mouse can climb. Yeah, so this guy, this is just a bear character basically. But yeah, this is one of the absolute biggest hitters Sega Master System had. And I think it would be fair to say maybe possibly the best game on Sega Master System actually. What game on Sega Master System was better than Dragon's Trap? Can you think of one? Home Alone. Was Home Alone on Sega Master System?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oddie. Action Fighter. Oh, I loved Action Fighter. That was a hard game though. Yeah, Action Fighter is a good game though. That's a good shout out, but it's not as good as Dragon's Trap. And we're going to see a horrible password system in this game in a minute, which never worked. I don't care what people tell me. That password never ever worked. I love this though. You see the castle getting destroyed. And this is going to sound really corny, but as kids, we used to watch the clouds and pick ones who's going to win the race, you know. How corny is that? Proceed with your adventurous undertaking. Wonder Boy 3. Are we Wonder Boy? Is that our name? Wonder Boy the Third? Oh, I love this music. Very nostalgic. And there's a pig smoking a cigar up here for some reason. I tell you what, they couldn't get away with that today. I mean, you know, it was only a couple years later where Mr. X from Streets of Rage, they censored his cigar. So why is this pig allowed to smoke a cigar? Is it because he's a pig and he's not human?
Yeah, and then
Yes, the pig is a playable character in Monster Boy. But it's that thing, isn't it? If you turn the blood to green, you can get away with fucking murder, basically.
Yeah, of course.
I guess it's the context, you know?
And again, you want to try to get as many hearts as possible, to make it even a bit smoother.
Yeah. Oddie said no, action fighter is better mechanics. What I liked about... Oh, this is one of my favourite tracks in the game. I think this one's called Sidecrawler's Dance. I know this because I do listen to this soundtrack every now and then. That's how much I like it. Great piece of music. In Action Fighter, couldn't you drive through the back of a Sega truck, a Sega van, and it would kind of upgrade your vehicle? Or give you extra lives?
Yeah, it seems like,
Yeah. Oddie said he's joking, by the way, but honestly, Action Fighter is a pretty damn good Sega Master System game, Oddie. But yeah, I know. I know. No one... I don't think anyone could debate this is maybe the best game on Sega Master System. I mean, what could compete with it, really? It has everything. It's got like a bit of a story. It's got tons of playable characters. Got RPG elements. It's long. It's got a great soundtrack. It's got a tier system. And what's that? And weapons. Okay, so Josh said I don't even know that. There's a tier system in this game. Red enemies are easiest. Green enemies are second, and blue enemies are the hardest, so maybe you get more rewarded. I always love those clouds that actually have sunglasses on, like the Fonz. You can actually kill those if you shoot an arrow up there. And Josh is going to be arrowing this. I guess he's going to drop some higher, maybe a money bag. There you go. 30 gold, look at that. That's great. Yeah, the magic system isn't as well put together as its predecessor. No, predecessor, that's the wrong word, isn't it?
Predecessor.
No, it's not, is it right?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know, my brain's not working today.
Right, so this is basically like you need charm points to actually see what they're selling. But
We don't have any charm points. Apparently, we need those to see what he's selling.
so our charm points at the moment is 3. So I think that's attack power, defense power, charm points.
Attack power, defense power, and charm points.
And
Right.
save, you get sting, so it's 7.
Okay. So charm stones drop from enemies, if I remember correctly, or maybe we're like
Yeah, or like treasure chests.
Yep.
Usually.
No. I'm still trying to think actually. What Sega Master System game was better than this? I'm still thinking about it. I'm thinking about that library, and I can't think of anything. Not even close. No, I can't. I think this might be the best Sega Master System game. I like Sonic, but even Sonic wasn't as good as this. Actually, one that people would like was Fantasy Star 1, because there's a proper Japanese RPG in it. So maybe people might say Fantasy Star 1. I've never actually played Fantasy Star. I played many JRPGs, but I've never got around to playing that one.
I mean, for the year, you think that came out in 87?
Yeah,
So what it did,
87, the year I was born. Fucking hell.
Today's standard, first-person dungeon crawler, I think dungeons, and
Yeah.
if that happened, that'd be an absolute
Yeah.
nightmare for that game. We're also looking as much gold as possible. In
Yep.
this game, if you want to have it upgrade your time, you've got to upgrade your gear.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. When I was a kid playing this game, I can't stress enough how easy it is to get lost in adventure rank, because we just didn't know where you're supposed to go. So we'd be like adventure through the water and all that lot, looking around and finding secrets. It was just really good times back in those days. You would not. Our runs don't really capture that feeling though, because we're not first time players. We're not kids anymore. We know where we know where we're supposed to go, but we can't really do it truly justice as it was back in the days, where you would like explore and go to places you're not supposed to go. But Josh said this game is very armor based, so having
Do you see this here? You can't
Yeah.
buy a sword, can you?
no,
But,
we can't buy that sword, but
so let's see, so it's mithril. So that's pure defense.
that's pure defense, right?
Armor. See, charm points go up.
Oh, so why did the charm points go up when you put the armor on?
Well, it's just built into the armor.
Oh, so that armor has charm points. Oh, and that will unlock the sword.
So now, because we've got a charm, we've got a mithril sword.
Wow, well there you go.
Which is great, because obviously we want,
Yeah.
say, 3 to 12.
3 damage to 12 attack power, and we got that in 2 seconds. But we're not using a sword, we're using fire breath.
Yeah, unless you it just adds up.
We're breathing flaming swords. And those weird bricks on the right, you can climb those with the mouse, man, so that's why they're like that.
And if you cheat, there's actually a door under here that actually leads you straight to the last boss. So.
Wow. Well, there is a certain character that can fly. We can talk about that later. I remember being a kid, though, exploring the sand dunes and being like, oh my god, what's at the side of it? And it was just one of those games that you never really could get to the end of, but you could get far enough to see a lot of it, and it was always exciting to play.
Just like as a kid,
yeah. Yeah. It was one of my all-time favorites as a kid, but yeah, I don't know if I ever beat this game back in the days. It was probably a bit too challenging for, like, I would have been very little at that stage, probably around about 5 to 10 years old, maybe younger.
Like years later,
yeah. How about you, Oddie? Did you have Dragon's Trap as a kid? Did you have this game? Yeah, loved it. Well, that's great then. Were you the same as us? Like, you just got lost all the time? Did you ever finish this game? I've got to say as well, the graphics for Sega Master System, really, really good. Good looking game for Sega Master System. Great soundtrack, yeah, one of the best on Sega Master System. This game just had it all, that's why we love it so much, it just does. Yeah. And you can see kids today playing the remaster, not even knowing it was based, built on the old engine. And it is pretty much on the same engine, just like with different layer graphics, with some little fixes here and there. But even kids today love this game. That's how good it is. Yeah. So Oddie said he was too young to finish this as well. Yeah, I'm a bit younger than Oddie, me and my bros. So yeah, you could just imagine. You can go down those holes. They lead to some water there. There might be a heart here. There's an anglerfish here. Yeah. Well, people might want to see it anyway, even if we know we don't need to go here. It might just be good to show off the game, because that's what we always try to do. I always want to sell the games, because, we're passionate gamers. We care about gaming, so we always want to do a good job. Gold, always a good thing. Oh, Charmstone. Elixir. Yeah. I remember there being a funny part of this game. When you die, there's like a game over screen. You're like an angel. And it's like a gambling game where you've got to press at a certain time and the hearts spin. And if you land on the extra heart, you get like an elixir or something. What was actually really, really cool. It was a way to kind of stop you from dead-ending the game, wasn't it? Like, if you got lucky, you could spawn with more health than previous. Basically, the Charmstone lets you actually access more items. So Josh said Charmstone gives you access to items in the shop. For example, that sword earlier, the mithril sword, we could not buy it because our charm was too low. Charmstones boost up the charm stat.
Well, again, most of it's tied to gear, but you can see it, you can actually get it separately.
Yeah. Most of the charm is tied to like your equipment, gear, armor, but you can get them on their own as well to boost up your charm stat. And basically, it makes the game easier because you're buying better gear with it. That's basically what it is. I don't remember. This is an absolute blast from the past. This is though. But the good thing about us when we're playing these games on stream, we grew up with these games. We played them when they were kind of first around, so we have a lot of like, we'll tell you how it was back then. And believe me, this was a big deal. This is a money bag kind of guy, so Josh can farm here for money. Right. So Josh said those walls are breakable, but we need is it a sword, isn't it, to break those? Right. Yeah, there's a lot of secrets in this game, and all these blocks are breakable, but we need to get the right sword for that. I love this as a kid as well, just running down really quickly. God, it gives me back the flashbacks. It sounds corny, but that's how it is when you're a kid, when you're playing these kind of games, Ben always tells me, in Bonanza Brothers, when you go down the zip line, he used to play that level just to go down the zip line with the Bonanza Brothers. I mean, it sounds really corny, but it's kind of sweet when you think about it. Yeah, they didn't give you anything, do they? I reckon there's a secret on the left there, because why is there like a box? Yeah. Sure. How much did that cost?
45.
45 for a price of a money bag. Yeah, reasonable. Reasonable.
I know after this game, you actually need keys to get to the bloody like rooms.
How do we... Oh, right, yeah.
Thankfully.
Well, there's a key right there, so not a problem.
Right, so the first dungeon. The music's like really balanced.
I remember a comment. I don't know why I remember this comment, but I do. Someone was talking about this game on a comment I read probably about 15 years ago on a YouTube video. Someone said, that face there looks like his grandpa Bernard or something. And I was like, it kind of does look like an old man, actually.
Yeah, why did an old man's face shoot like these weird
I don't know. It's got like elf ears, though, so I don't know if it's... It does look like a really old face, though, doesn't it? But that's what it's like. That's just, again, it catches your childhood imagination, doesn't it? When you're playing these games as kids, you do come out with shit like that. Yeah, great piece of music. Yeah, the Sky Castle theme is absolutely awesome in this game as well. It played at the start of the game, but it's even better. It's remixed in the game we played yesterday, which was Monster World. And that Sky Castle theme is so fucking badass. I've listened to that many, many times over the years. Thankfully, you know, we just finished playing her from Gym, and we were talking about how it died to death when it went 3D. Thankfully, with Wonder Boy, we've actually had a resurgence. We've had a game called Monster Boy, which is basically all of Wonder Boys put into one, really. It's a giant love letter. Oh, it's a secret. Oh, that's cool. And let me tell you, if you've never played Monster Boy and you like Wonder Boy, play it right away, buy it. It's amazing. One of the best 2D games I've played in the last 5-10 years. I loved it very, very much. And it's everything Wonder Boy is and more. It's an incredible game. It didn't get the recognition it deserves, though, because like shitty websites like IGN, which, you know, a website that don't really know anything about games, they didn't even review it. Of course they wouldn't. But let me tell you, if you like Wonder Boy, check out Monster Boy. It's amazing. This is the Mummy Dragon. He's wrapped up in bandages. All the bosses in this game are based on dragons, aren't they, as well?
Yeah. Well,
Dragon's Trap. These are trap dragons. Can I say that? Maybe. Trapped in this world. I don't know, but maybe. Well, we are cursed.
So,
yeah. Yeah, you can't really die. You have to be, yeah, with good armor. Yeah. Yeah, some enemies hit like trucks without the right armor. Right. So Josh is trying to bait the flame. Oh. Did these turn to money bags later with certain bosses?
Actually, there's a weapon item escape with Lucky Sword, and it basically increases all money drops. So
wow.
You can get like money back every drop.
Josh said there's a weapon called Lucky Sword, and if you've got that equipped, it turns gold coins to possibly money bags because it increases the money. So that's quite cool. Maybe we'll see it. Why did we need another key?
Basically every boss warrants a key. So
but didn't we just go through there?
well, we used it, so
Well, and did we just get another one? I didn't realize there was spawn another boss key. You know.
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I never thought about it before.
Yeah, one of the bloody mouse man just like, yo, give me a key.
Yeah.
Look at his sword, so it's so bloody.
Yeah, once again, we're playing as a very small character. We played a character like this. I think he was just, what was his character's name in? Pygmy Man. This is just Mouse Man, so pretty much the same, really. You will need all this gold. Oh, 2, 3, 4 charm stones. That was very nice. Dancing Shield. I am pretty sure that in the remaster, that was one of the things they improved on. They give you descriptions of the weapons. I'm sure that was a thing they did, because in this one, you don't know what this is.
Let's just see what stats it gives us.
Right, we're going to check the Dancing Sword. Dancing Shield.
Right, go on. Cool, massive defense.
Massive defense.
Really good. Well, it's going to make his dungeon not bloody easy.
But why is it, you know, the problem with stuff like that, when it's got like another little name like that, you expect it to have like some sort of ability, because dancing. You thought maybe like the enemies around you won't attack you, but It's just purely just defense.
Right, yeah.
It's not like Mithril armor, Addy armor. Still, you know, it's just.
See this house here?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's really important here, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Josh said that house there is really important for some reason.
Yeah, right, so again, yeah, enough charm points, so I can't remember what's in this bloody shop.
Yeah, we need charm points to use that shop. What character has the hardest dungeon in the game? Excluding the last dungeon. From what I remember, it was the Lion Man.
Yeah, the Lion Man, yeah, it's like a dojo.
Yeah. Because I think I have beaten this myself, or the remaster. And yeah, Lion Man one was pretty tough because the ninjas hit like fucking trucks.
You got to have some good
Yep.
Right, another secret here.
Josh knows there's another secret here, so you know he's. Again, we don't prep for these streams, by the way. He just remembers it. I think that's what sets us apart from a lot of people. Like, you know, we have a good amount of knowledge, you know, and we've got an understanding, and we could try to get smooth gameplay too. It's not like it's going to take us too long to finish these games. Yeah, blind runs are fine if that's your thing, but you know they can go on a bit, especially if the person don't know what they're doing. And you know that's perfectly fine. But we're passionate. We have ideas again, and we don't prep. It really is just stuff that we remember. And you can see that with some of my other streams I've had, which have gone horribly wrong. Shogun armor. Josh said he hopes he got enough money for the 100. So basically, we didn't need to get that dancing shield then, did we? Because oh, there you go, Shogun blade. 225. Right. Can Mouse Man use the Shogun sword? Wow. And Mouse Man can use it then as well. He's not like locked into whatever. Can you can attack these balls? They turn orange, don't they? Can we show that off for a second?
They do, but
You can't kill them though.
I can't remember if you kill them, but if you, I think you can, but like you get like nothing for it.
Right.
It's just weird.
Should be a secret, shouldn't they? Should give you some money.
But you know, but say that I've got good armor.
Yep. As you can see, if he didn't have that really good armor, he would be taking chunks by now.
It'd be like 2 arcs, but you want it.
Mm. Yeah, we want the money bags. We need the money. So once you beat this, you're going to go back and buy the shield?
No.
Gonna skip it?
As long as you've got a sword,
right.
Good damage.
Yeah, okay.
But we will be using the, I don't think we use it anymore, but we will be using the really cool glitch on the video.
We're going to be showing off a cool glitch as well at Josh knows, just for a bit of fun so you guys can see it.
Yeah.
And again, it's not game hacking or nothing like that. It's just in the game. It's just something that you can show. Again, we're optimizing this game well, you know, with like what we're buying and how we're buying it, when we're buying it. But if you're like a first-time player, you won't play this game like we are. You would have more probably a slower time, and you would take your time and experience how the game probably should be played. But we know exactly when we should buy these armors, so we're going to be skipping a lot of it. So again, we're not giving. That's the thing, isn't it, with this kind of run? We're not giving like a beginner's.
No, it's like again.
It's like an optimized. It's a little bit optimized because Josh knows what he's doing, basically.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Not to like, you know, I don't remember all of it. But
No.
Majority, yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, you know, if you think this game's a bit easy, it's not. It's just that we obviously got a bit more experience.
Yeah.
Can you use magic with the mouse man as well?
Every character can use mouse man. They say Boomerang's nice, ain't got any. Thunder's nice, ain't got any yet. But
What's the best spell in the game? Do you know what it is?
I think Boomerang's pretty nice. I mean, even Fireball's like not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I think this guy here.
Oh, got a key. Wow, that's cool.
But you didn't have one at a time, but obviously if you have a key, you
Right, you had. Oh, you could only hold one key at a time. That's why you farmed it earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't farm it. You took it from. Oh shit!
I
Overshot it.
didn't, also, I didn't need them.
No.
I didn't need them.
Is it worth playing Wonder Boy, the fourth Wonder Boy after this? One time, is it good enough to play?
I gotta be honest, I'm not like really, I'm not really a big fan of it, to be honest.
Have you played all the way through Wonder Boy 4?
Once, and there's this, what is it? It's the pyramid from this game. No, is there a pyramid in this game? I can't really remember what it is now.
We could have already been in the pyramids though, because that was a pyramid, wasn't it?
The pyramid in this game is in that game, but it's frozen over.
Oh.
And it's actually just secret there, so
Might be worth getting it. What's the last boss like in this game? Is it as hard as Monster World?
To be honest, if you got the legendary gear, I mean, you can like it makes the game so much easier. So we'd be going for it.
I see.
But yeah, the frozen pyramids in this game is actually in the fourth one, but is one of the worst dungeons you've ever seen.
Is it?
Massive password things you gotta use.
Ugh. So just not as fun then.
It's just dungeons, like loads of doors.
Oh, Elixir is pretty good.
Loads of yeah. Well, we maxed out. But,
Oh
yeah,
Christ! You can't have more than 3 elixirs.
No,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, really awful dungeon, like massive floors, cascades and everything. It's so fucking confusing. It's just really fun. Like, and speaking about awful dungeons, this is by far the worst dungeon in the game.
Josh does not like this dungeon. He said it's one of the worst in this.
I mean, but what you see, this is the entire dungeon.
Yeah, it's this all the way through. It's not the most interesting to see.
Like, basically, we work our way all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Fall down and do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
All the way to
But we can forgive Master System games a bit more than Mega Drive because it was, you know, earlier, wasn't it? Earlier games.
Oh yeah.
Like what's Wonder Boy 4's excuse? Because it come after Monster World, which is amazing, you know. And for it to be quite a lot worse, you know, it doesn't sit as right, does it? Because what's the excuse?
There you go. And a coffee and a boomerang as well. It can actually pick up items.
Boomerang can pick up items. Oh, that's amazing. That is great. Why would that be needed? Is there any secrets in this game where you've got like kind of like throw it off screen?
I don't actually know, but it's it's cool.
That is really cool, and I guess it makes sense because boomerangs do come back to you after all. So I guess it could collect stuff.
Yeah.
This makes the magics seem a bit more interesting, doesn't it? Give them differentiate between the magics.
Oh, yeah.
Gives it a kind of something a little bit more special. It'd be interesting to see which game is longer, this one or Monster World. Do you have an idea which one would be longer?
I've got to be honest, like,
Because you beat Monster World in a really good time, you know.
maybe Monster World might be a bit longer.
Mm.
But again, I could be wrong. That means
Yeah. Well, they're both going to come up on my stream. It'd be interesting to see. 'Cause even I'm curious to see which was the longer game because they both feel quite like epics.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we're making easy work of it, but if you've never played it before, it's going to take you quite a few hours.
Oh yeah, these games are like, I mean,
They ain't
you're
they ain't
only a
easy.
boss, you
Yeah.
gotta know what you're doing.
And there's a lot of secrets too. Sometimes you need to kind of really think about where you need to go and yeah. Are any of these games cryptic in a sense where if you're a first-time player, would you need an FAQ, or is everything done in a way where you don't need any FAQ in this game? Is there any cryptic bullshit basically, like in some of those NES games?
Not really. Just you've got a good memory, who does what. And, But again, there's secrets in this game that you're not going to know about.
Right.
But for the main thing,
For secrets, that's fine, but for like story progressing, there isn't anything cryptic that would get you lost.
You might get a bit confusing. You need to get a few. Actually, there's one thing where you need to get that special sword break box. That's a bit iffy, but
Right. So just to collect that sword then to break blocks.
Overall, it's pretty good at this game, but yeah, that's a little confusing if you've never played this game before.
Okay.
We'll probably actually get it.
Because that's always a turn off when you play like long games like this. You're thinking, am I going to be lost for like a long period of time? Is it straightforward enough to kind of enjoy without just getting frustrated and resort to a FAQ? But no, it sounds like they've put these together pretty well. Because you know, there's examples like on NES like Simon's Quest and stuff like that, which are just nonsense. You know, some of that stuff you just never know.
Yeah, Simon's Quest.
Yeah. Just a horrible game design, you know. Thankfully, these are designed really well. I always say the same when I talk about these old school games. The kids might not know it, but these games weren't really made to be finished by everybody. That's why they're so ropey. When you see some of these games, you're thinking, how would anyone beat this? And the thing is, a lot of people didn't. Nowadays, the game developers would be shot, wouldn't they, if they had if you couldn't finish their games, because they're always made to be completed all the way through for the reviewer's sake.
Yeah.
Back in these days, it was like the Old West.
Why do you think Dark Souls is so popular?
Yeah.
Every game is getting so easy.
Yeah.
And FromSoft said, no, we're making art. What do you think?
Yeah.
They're like, everyone loves it.
Exactly. Every game made now really is designed to be finished properly, you know, because again, they need to be reviewed.
Yeah.
If you know, people are getting quite confused by what I mean by that. It's like, go back and play a lot of these old school games. A lot of them you wouldn't be able to finish without a guide, and it didn't really matter back then. Not like it does now. But gaming's come along a way. A lot of people say gaming's worse now. It's lost its like kind of magic, but it's not true. Gaming has never devolved. It's always evolved and gotten better and better. To be honest.
Right. Honestly, like, drink some coffee. Then I don't want to be asleep.
Oddy, Josh said drink some coffee because this is going to take a while.
This is like the most boring fight you ever see. This is it.
I tell you what, I like the zombie dragon sprite though. He looks really, really cool.
It looks cool, but like this is it. Just jump in the corner.
Is this all it does?
This is it. Like zero damage range. So obviously, because like the damage, see,
yeah.
we're in for 8 then. It fluctuates.
Why does it fluctuate? Why does it change? Why does the damage change?
It's different. Like, yeah,
Oh,
it's not set. It's
right. I guess I guess it's like it goes between 8 and 7 damage or something like that.
Yeah,
So
something like 8, something
yeah.
like 6, something like 4.
maybe it's not set to a number. You know, it's
Yeah, it's like,
I don't know.
It's like a old school sort of D&D maybe or something.
yeah. Who knows? I'm sure people that are huge fans of Wonder Boy would tell us why the damage system is like that. Yeah, we don't really care about coins. We want the money bags at this stage. We are now the Prana Man. Is that what his technical name is? Prana Man? So we're going to get that second key because we know we can open doors with it. And where is it? There he is. And what could the Prana's ability be? Oh, you use a boomerang to collect a boomerang. That's cool. So yeah, so Prana Man can swim, so now we can... Yeah. I remember, like, you know, being a kid, it just blew your mind. You're like, oh my god, I'm in a place I never was able to access before. It was just so... It was the coolest feeling, you know? It was like that feeling when I played Resident Evil back in the day, and you went out the mansion, then you went to like the outhouse, and you got like a key that went back to the mansion, and you were exploring areas you'd never been before. And it was so exciting because, you know, when you're a kid, you're shit at games, aren't you? So you don't really get very far, but it was so exciting to see like what these new areas were. And it was like, wow, that's been there the whole time. There's been a giant snake behind that wall. It was so cool. Do you have to go in the water?
Yeah, is that the water? Just trying to think.
Josh is just trying to rack his brains where we're headed.
Right. So that's right. So we're gonna do the glitch now.
All right. Josh is going to use a glitch now, so, you know, this will be a bit of fun to watch. Yeah. This ain't easy. Yeah. I think I've done this myself. I think you've showed me this, and I've done it. I performed it. So you're going to see something really cool. So what does this glitch get us anyway? Why are we doing this glitch?
We're going to skip to the last the first dungeon in the game.
Okay. So what you...
We can get, like, our legendary gear, like, this early.
So Josh is going to go for the legendary gear early, so check this out. It's very, very tricky, though, but we're going to try to show it off a bit here. Do you want me to help you with the buttons? Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be very reliant on the controller you're using. So Josh is moving left and right really, really quickly.
Oh, shit.
Missed it.
Yeah,
as you can see, we could kind of fly a little bit.
Yeah, because these controllers have got a jump wire right blocking my
Yeah.
arms, so it's like, it's pretty terrible.
Yeah, these are wired for USB, so there's a... Yeah, it's not the most comfortable to try and pull this off, but we're going to go for it and try and show it off. For a bit of fun. Come on, Josh, keep going. Is it worth to keep trying?
Yeah.
Alright, he said it's worth to keep trying, so we're going to just do it until we're right. And again, this is a tricky one to pull off. This isn't easy.
Thing is, I have to try and go as far as possible,
Yeah.
then I'm going to start making it to the right, but you've got to be really quick.
I think if your foot lands on that brick as well, it's going to cancel out your...
If I can like, just go
Yeah.
directly up, then start going right, that'd be good.
This is Rocky on Master System all over again. The Rocky training. That's it. Come on, you got it. Come on, keep going again. Oh, for fuck's sake, Josh.
This is the worst controller I've ever seen in my life.
The people are waiting for it. They're waiting.
It's just wire, it just completely blocks.
Yeah, we have a horrible wire at the top of the controller, which makes it, like, quite awkward with this type of controller. It's
really
yeah.
so.
Oh my god, you're really flying. Fuck me.
There we go.
You did it. So we're back at the first castle.
So yeah, you need to get this like when you're on the Birdman, but
Wow. So you have to turn into one of the final forms, the Birdman, to get here. But by spamming left and right and coming out of the water, you can... Yeah, so we're now in a place we should not be. Now that is a really, really cool... I wouldn't even call it a glitch. That's more of an oversight, really. Yeah. So... completely legit in game. Anyone can do that, but yeah.
So these are like end-game enemies.
So
like really,
yeah, wow,
thankfully,
yeah.
glitches.
We are at end game enemies here, so we're going to be taking massive amounts of damage. We've got weak damage. So why are we actually coming here again? Just to get some equipment.
So basically, yeah, so gear.
Well, all of it.
Yeah.
So wow, we're going to get the best gear and all of the best gear in the game.
Yeah, so,
Wow.
but yeah, so like
Yeah. Now we could have played this game purely like legit, or I think this is more fun though, because people would be very curious to see this. So we have the legendary sword now.
So our damage.
So let's check our damage. What is our damage right now?
So
85 to 205.
yeah, so it makes it.
Wow.
But I've never seen great bitch thing this will be come back.
Josh said there's another secret people don't know. And you go back and you even get gold. Look at that. That's amazing, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, I think it
Oh, yeah. Well, again, if you've never seen that before, that is... I'm sure people are quite staggered by that, because that is really, really interesting. Really, really cool. Who needs the bird form when you got Piranha Man?
And the thing is, like, weapons actually scale with the character. So like, basically, the legendary weapon works best on the Birdman.
Really?
Like,
Is the Birdman the very last form in the game? So this is literally the last form.
Yeah, so basically you get on hit.
Wow.
You fly over.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit damage now, right? So like what? 2 hits.
So it went from 8 to 10 hits to 2. So that's how good this upgrade is right now. Do we have to fight a boss in here though?
No, there's no boss.
There's no boss. So this is so this is an optional. Do you have to have the legendary armor to get to the end game?
No.
So this is purely optional. This dungeon. It's like a cool little secret detail. Like go back to the last part of the game that's been destroyed.
Yeah.
And you can only do it with the bird. Right, I got it.
And one of these enemies is a bit special. It's this one.
So special enemy here.
Right.
So Josh thinks there's someone special here too. So he's going to show us something.
This one. Like that.
Wow, legendary armor.
So that's the legendary one. So there you go.
Wow.
And the bird chunk,
So it went from 75
and 52.
and 52 to 114, 117. So we got charm points on that and heavy armor. A lot, a massive increase on armor.
So that's 2 out of 3 legendary. So unfortunately, the last one you actually have to buy, but I think they're one enough money.
So the last legendary item we have to buy. We can't afford that, obviously. So we're gonna not worry about that.
Yeah, so
but
I think we just skip it.
so how are we gonna get back then? Do we have to fly back, or can we just go down that pit?
Well, the thing is, we have to like swim anyway, so we just like jump. But this shop, a lot of people won't know this.
So there's a secret shop inside the whole. God, Josh, well, that's great.
So you legendary, but it's too much, so we can't even afford it.
Right. Oh, so you're almost close to buying it though.
Yeah.
You're not very far, but we got enough anyway.
Well, again, so you know, a bit of an oversight. It's not a glitch, is it?
It's not a glitch, it's an oversight because they didn't take that in consideration, did they?
No.
So you just spam left and right. So we're gonna swim back. Look at that. There you go. And now we're.
Oh, wait a minute. Is there a horror here I'm talking about? No.
Oh, you can't get up there.
Oh, no, yeah, I know.
So in this game, do you have to? Is there an underwater dungeon as well, like in Monster World?
Yeah, there is.
Are we seeing Poseidon in this one as well? Aqua Shield. Well, we can. Do you need an upgrade though? Our armor's so high anyway.
The thing is, I've never got like legendary chest piece and blade, so like.
Yeah, we're kitted out right now.
So the damage will be taken now. Straight away.
They don't know who they're messing with at this stage, do they?
Red damage, like red enemies can do anything.
Look at this. We can't even take damage now. So we still need to be Lion Man to break that. No, how do we break these?
Right. So yeah. So we only need the what was it? Blade, didn't we? Blade.
Josh is looking for the blade that breaks bricks.
Yeah.
Is that necessary to progress?
Yeah, actually, yeah, we need this one. We need this.
We need the brick breaking weapon, and we don't know where it is just yet.
Right.
We're racking our brains to figure out where this blade is.
Yeah, so if I remember, it's
How about on the right side of the fireplace? Because you've never been there yet. You went to the pyramids on the left.
you're absolutely right.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I am a genius.
No, you're right. Yeah, then you get the that's
Because I was gonna say we haven't been there yet.
So that's not. So we need to get the blade, then we go into water.
Right. So we're exploring the right side of. Where even is this? Why is it in the sky?
Yeah, it's like a desert in the. I don't know,
Desert in the sky?
sick.
Don't understand, but it's cool. Cool.
Right. So must be right. But again, our damage now is just absolutely
As you can see, we've got armor we should not have any access to. We got no right actually having, but it's cool. Do you still lose the same amount of health if you land in the lava? Does that play by the same rules?
You know what? I guess it's a percentage base, maybe. I mean, I could be wrong.
Well, let's jump in it. Let's have a look.
I'll take the-
Yeah, we need to have a look, see how the lava works. I don't reckon it'd be percentage. I reckon it'd just. Oh no, it is percentage. Okay, so lava still hurts you.
So basically,
So half a heart per.
when you see the game thing right now, you need to buy. And they say this is one thing when we were kids, we always got stuck in this part.
Yeah.
We never knew how to get past here.
Yeah, we never got past this part as a kid. No. So what are we doing?
So basically, there's a shot back to self-drag armor.
So we need to get dragon armor here. What does dragon armor do?
Basically, it means the lava, so you can actually go walk in it.
Oh, do you have to walk in the lava in this game?
Yeah, well, we need to get that blade, don't we?
So what? The blade's in the lava.
No, I mean, it's like the shot past this.
Oh, okay. Can you throw a whirlwind down there?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's dramatic.
Tornado. That might make it a bit more bearable. These are pretty. Those are some hardcore crabs.
Yeah, just
Living in lava. That's beautifully done though. Look at that. That magic really works.
yeah, I mean, yeah, magic is
It's handy. Look at that. No criticisms with the magic system. Yeah, I remember exploring this as a kid and going, what are we doing here? And you couldn't get very far because you'd always die too quickly. But we're playing with like a level 1 character, weren't we? Oh, we're in Shit Creek right now. Okay, what does that shop say?
So basically,
No hearts.
bit of thunder, not bad. So dragon.
Oh,
Bell,
Dragon Mail, so 300 gold. God, that's cheap. We're fine with that. And now we cannot take any damage from the lava, so we can swim in there now.
So yes, yeah, see, so like,
Yep.
legendary dragon.
Yeah.
You get half it. But got it.
We need it. So you're going to take like big damage again now, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, so see, they can actually do for us.
Yeah. Oh, that's really, really cool. Yeah. They're very erratic. They kind of jump really high. They're quite awkward at the time. And his head comes off as well. Oh, wow. I thought he was going to push you off the screen. Yeah, he's awkward, for sure. It's like 2 enemies in one, really, because... Yeah, everyone's wearing dragon armor here. So say hello to Grandad. Uncle Bert. The truth is, I have no idea what Josh is doing. If he doesn't tell me what our purpose is, I'm just as lost as people that might be watching this.
Okay, so we need to get a special blade, so we have to so dragons technically, like, always got to
Right. So we need to get the breakable blade that breaks these rocks, and we have to get it with this character, the mouse, because he's the only character that can collect it. Oh, right. I see what you're saying.
Like, again,
Right.
as a kid, you
Yeah.
trying to get confused with what's
Yeah, if you haven't played this game before, you're going to get stuck.
Oh, yeah, of course you will.
But that's part of the charm, you know, because it's for you to figure out. And this will be the blade. As you can see, it's set up right there for you to use.
So now, isn't it an actual blade, or is it literally just like the ability to like break stuff? Oh, there you go,
Thunder Saber. It wasn't even equipped though when you broke those.
Yeah, so it's like it's just got a passive effect that just works.
Okay, so Thunder Saber, you don't have to actually equip it. You could keep it with your legendary. Yeah, that's weird though. They shouldn't actually use it.
Yeah, it should be a blade.
It should be an ability, right? Because it works regardless. What happens if you break that? Yeah, what goes down there? Is that a shortcut back home? Oh, Charmstone. Are we back to the pyramid? Because you said we had to do the pyramid again, because there's those breakable blocks.
Oh, yeah, the fucking just secret. But what we're going to do now, we're going to get the other blade I think we need to actually finish the game.
We need another sword to finish this game?
Yeah, because it's...
Is it up? Is it in that one there?
You know
I remember getting that one with the remaster. I don't remember what it was, though.
I think that's a shop, I think.
Oh, that's a secret shop. If you destroy it, it would spawn, I guess.
It's this way here. It's big, so
yeah. Thank God you're playing, because I would be lost by now. I don't know where I'm going. Right. Yeah, because there's a certain order you have to do things quite clearly.
Yeah, so let's just do the nice one now and get him out of the way.
Right, so this is... Oh, Josh fell. We have to do it again. It's right there, so it's not going to take too long. Thing is, you've only been playing for 49 minutes, and I feel like we've already got majority of the game done. So it felt like this game took weeks to beat as a kid. Yeah. Right, we're going to be headed back there. Should we? We have to get this sword. The Lion Man, I think, doesn't he have like a downward swing? His ability, right? He can actually swing on blocks below his feet. He has an arc attack, that's right. Right, we're going to attach our feet to this because that's what we need to do. There we go, that's what we were supposed to do. And that spawns a shop with a...
Well, secret room.
Secret room?
We need the block. Is it the block maker?
This is... Josh said this is the block maker.
So,
Magic Saber.
What's the point of this? So it makes blocks, but...
Wow.
But to get into the last dungeon, you literally need this item.
Right, so as you can see, there's magic blocks in the background. You could produce blocks with that weapon, and you need it for the last dungeon in order to progress. So, absolutely essential that you have that weapon. I'm sure speedrunners probably broke the game enough that they probably don't need it though, right?
Probably, yeah. So now we've got that. Now we can switch back.
So we basically... We don't have to play as the Mouse Man again though, do we?
If you want to get secrets, we can, but to be honest...
so that's probably the last time we're going to see him, right?
So you probably think after like players in, like a big thing. So we can like now go into the... So now all these blocks are breakable. So right here with an extra shot, I think it's a lucky sword, but again, because we got
well, we'll show it off just so people can see what it is.
Because we basically done the oversight to get the legendary stuff.
Yeah, we do not need the lucky sword anymore, not really. Samurai armor, lucky sword.
Here, lucky
yeah.
Sword, so you get like massive money, which is always nice.
We've already surpassed all this. If you want to. Josh is going to try to get a bonus heart for a glitch again. Or oversight, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I mean, well, what would you say? It's like...
I don't think it's a glitch, because... I don't know. Glitch, oversight, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. Guess it doesn't really matter. So you can do this on Sega Mega Drive, Master System, couldn't you? On a Master System controller, you can do it on any platform, right? Did they fix this in the remaster? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Here he goes again, flying.
Yeah, this is such a shit spell. left.
You can tell your weak hand's your left, isn't it? Because you're kind of drifting to the right.
Yeah.
Do you want me to try?
Right. It's just, again, it's just the controls.
Yeah, we don't necessarily have the best controls for doing that exploit, but we've already got what we need anyway, really.
Yeah.
We're gonna ignore that, so don't worry about it.
Well, we get it under the burn stuff on.
Yeah.
So what about the way? Well, yeah, there's like a secret shop with this weapon with the Tasmanian sword, and it basically
Tasmanian sword, what does that do?
basically, if you like hold like up and down on control 2 and jump, you literally change forms.
Well, on oh Jesus Christ!
Sword. So basically, you just skip this dungeon, you skip.
Really?
You skip like man, you basically skip like after.
So Tasmanian sword switches forms, making you be able to just completely skip parts of the game.
Yeah, you still on the fly. It's completely broken.
So that would be in the speedrun strategies then. I'm sure.
Well, yeah,
that's what they do.
Yeah, you skip dungeons entirely. So great.
Wow. Was that like in mind with that in mind? That seems kind of weird. How you can.
I reckon you just completely just didn't think anything of it.
Yeah. Yep. There's a sunken ship there, and it's. Yep. Josh thinks there's a heart piece. There's got to be something down here. Yeah, this is a side crawler dance. I really like this piece of music. It's really, really good. Yeah. Yeah, we're just, yeah. Well, that's what happens when you, like, cheat the game and get the best armor in the game. No. Hey, it's in the game, isn't it? We didn't hack the ROM, did we?
No.
But it's great. For people that's never seen it before, it's much more interesting to see that, I think.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because anyone can do it. Anyone can do that. Yeah. Amazing game, absolutely. Elasticow. Is that how you pronounce your name? Welcome to the video, by the way. But yeah, I've said this before, one of the very best games on Sega Master System. For sure. If you're wondering why we're doing so much damage, we did an exploit where we were able to fly with the Piranha Man to get the legendary armor and weapon, which was really, really cool to see. If you've never seen it before, that is pretty interesting. There's a big heart there. Do you want to grab that? Or, well, then again, you're so powerful anyway. You're not going to need that anyway. For people watching this, this is nostalgia overdrive, you know. Goddamn. Five, yeah, just over 5k, somewhere there. Yeah. I remember the last boss in this game being really awkward though. Like you got to fly, right? Is that right? You got to fly and attack him?
Yeah, but you got to remember you probably have the wrong gear. If you've got the legendary stuff, and you just like smash them, it's nothing.
That's true.
But you know, we're actually not good this time, so
yeah. I love sunken ships in games. I like them.
This one, so
yeah, there's a sunken ship in Monster Boy as well, which was, again, I keep talking about this game. If you're a fan of Wonder Boy, check Monster Boy out. It's quite new. It's only a couple years old, and it's amazing love letter to Wonder Boy. It's so good. And that game had a sunken ship as well with a boss in it, and it's, oh, I loved every second of it. And it's more like this one where you can change forms. There's a lot of forms in that game, and they all change the game's gameplay. It's so good. Yeah. Well, that's stocked up your elixirs. Yep. Well, that's the only heart you're getting. It's a very small one. Is this the boss room? Oh, here we go. We have the pirate dragon, and he's got good old Captain Hook for a hand. We thrashed it, as I'm not surprised that we did. Yeah, Legendary Blade is brilliant.
But remember, each character weapons scale differently.
Yeah.
So with Lion Man, he actually does more damage than with this massive weapon than the Legendary Blade, which is really quite weird.
Yeah, so what Josh is saying is weapons change properties with different characters, so they scale differently. So the Mazamoon, is that how you spell it? Mazamoon. I actually remember that weapon from Chrono Trigger. So yeah, that is a famous Japanese sword, isn't it? It's in like a bunch of games.
Yeah,
Mazamoon. Yeah, more Masa. But that weapon actually stacks better than a legendary sword with the lion, which you wouldn't think that was possible, but that's just how this game runs.
No, I can't actually remember what this is.
We don't even know what's in this one, but we're going to check it anyway.
So I'm going to roll Master Shield, let's be honest. I'm just trying to find the Legendary Shield in a bit.
Where was the legendary shield again?
In the first castle.
First castle, oh yeah.
I'm just flying her, but I'm not thinking.
Right, now we're going to do, if you're into samurais and ninjas, that you're going to love this in the next bit, because we're going to be going into like a shogun area, aren't we?
Yes, it was like a dojo.
A dojo, samurai area, yeah, we're going to be dealing with. And those enemies are tough. I remember getting my ass whooped when I played this.
But thankfully, we do have some good gear.
We do have very, very good gear.
And our Lion Man hits up and down, so.
Yeah. He's the only character that could kind of swing downwards, which is quite cool. Love getting these extra hearts. Very Zelda-like, you know.
Well, basically just a bit more like
Yep, definitely. And you can make this game as easy as you want. If you actually are able to find all the hearts, you can... Do the hearts overlap in this game as well?
No. So
In Monster Boy, you could get like twice as many, but I don't. Not in this game.
Right, so that charred points, but that's like the Mazamoon sword, so that's basically his best weapon.
So Josh said that's the Mazamoon sword. Best weapon for him.
But the thing is, though, we look at our damage anyway, so it's like
I don't think we need it. I think the legendary sword would be serviceable.
Yes, it's not.
We're going to be taking on some ninjas now, so let's see how that's going to go.
No, not quite yet, that's good.
We're on a journey to the ninja place. Is there any point using magic anymore on bosses now we have the legendary sword? Or is the legendary sword just going to outdo all forms of magic?
To be honest, the Flash sword is so fucking strong, so like, you just...
I don't think magic's going to be able to stack against like the best weapon in the game, right?
No, and then, even then, magic, like, that's like, early game is not bad, but
Yeah.
as you go on,
Yeah.
it can't compare.
That's the thing with balancing, isn't it? You're trying to... It's a fine line to go for.
Well, I know I think there's 2 secret shops right here. That's right, where they are.
Yeah, I think there is a secret shop here. I remember doing it, but I can't remember where it was. Isn't one of them like a medic? Like a woman, a nurse? Maybe just, yeah.
One of them not be a nurse, but one of them, again, the Tasmanian sword is completely... It just brings
Yeah.
the game completely.
We're not going to go for the Tasmanian sword anyway, are we?
We'll show you where it is, but I'm not...
Yeah. We'll show it off. We'll show it where it is, but we won't use it.
Because it's annoying, because you basically have to jump. There, what? Jump on me. Then
Right.
you input on the controller too, which is just...
You need 2 controllers to use it, which is kind of weird. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I told you there was a nurse down here.
Wait, what's the pros of that? 230?
Wow, I mean, well, she knows we're loaded. She's looking at your armor saying, well, you know, let's milk these chumps. That's really expensive. Christ. I don't think she gets much business here, though. It's all just full of monsters. Why is she running a shop down here? Why did he hit so hard? Are you wearing like wooden armor or something now?
Did I switch my armor out like Arsenal or something?
Christ, that took a lot of damage. Do you know what? It might be an enemy that's doing percentage over numbers, so maybe it's like a percentage. Because if you're working with percentages, every game's always going to stay relatively tough. It's a good way to balance your game.
Yeah.
Is it up or down? I have no idea. Oh yeah, you went the right way. So Josh is going to show us a secret again. He knows there's something up here somewhere. Well, there has to be something. Why would they put that up there?
It's too far to go.
It's too far. Yeah, the clouds are kind of annoying.
Well, I think.
Oh, he's found it. Okay,
So,
Tasmanian sword. So Josh said this weapon changes forms, but you need to press up on controller 2.
it makes you have to jump and do an input on controller 2.
You've got to jump and do an input on controller 2, and that lets you switch any forms. So could you switch to the bird before you get the bird?
Yeah. So in the speedruns, you literally just watch
Right.
it, buy it, then you do, like that's it. Then you just like.
So basically, speedrun strategies, you don't have to turn into the bird. You could come right here, use that sword, and you could break the game, basically.
Yeah,
Sequence break the game.
Yeah, just skip dungeons and then just.
Skip dungeons, yeah. And we're not going to be doing that, because we're going to totally play this game legit, like we have been.
I think I remember it, seriously.
I don't know how Josh remembers all these secrets. My memory's like fucking Swiss cheese. It's full of holes, but he remembers everything. Do we need money anymore?
Well, we will wind
Oh shit, we need that weapon. We need the sword.
We'll buy the shield at the very end.
That's right. I forgot how long this takes to get to the samurai place.
No, honestly, this is probably just as fast as long as the fucking.
It is, isn't it? Oh my god, look at the damage. Be careful. Wow, they're hitting percentages. Yeah, they're breaking all the rules.
That's right, you've got 3 minutes. If I remember, I think they give you a. Oh, fuck, was it him?
Oh, he might drop a big health. He looks like a kind of guy that drop a big health. Oh, see, how do I know that?
Yeah, I'm going to be back for it, but it's got to be done.
Where are we going back for it?
After I made that jump, so I have to take the top route.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I thought you scared me. I thought you were going to go back to the very start. I was like, oh shit, not all that.
So yeah, so we got the Tasmanian sword. You basically just turn to a bird straight off.
Yep.
And you can skip this thunder.
So yeah, you could completely skip this if you took that sword and you change form. So I don't understand why the developers put that in the game though.
Yeah, it's more. I think it's just more about they were trying to put it thinking it was cool, but it's just stupid. It's
Yeah,
really
because
stupid.
yeah, I don't understand.
Right,
Some cool ninjas throwing shurikens. They're not much of a problem though, because you can just take it on the shield anyway.
well, yeah, but again, if you're under equipped, like if one of these guys hit
Yep.
you, it takes probably 2, 3 fucking
Yeah. Oh my god, you're still getting smashed.
That's not moving.
Yeah. But the lion character, he is the best at fighting though, isn't he? He has the best attack,
Basically,
best arc on his attack.
Yeah, he's like he's the dark general.
Are these meant to be bonsai trees from Karate Kid? They look like it. Oh, these are bonsai trees. Are they even called bonsai trees? I don't mean to be a racist, because I don't actually know what they're called. Oh, they are. Okay, I thought I might got cancelled there. He was harder than the pirate dragon.
Yeah, people just threw shot at him.
We're flying through this game though, don't we? He caught that right in your head there. He was just above your shield level, wasn't he?
Yeah, they do it on purpose, like,
Yeah.
you can't, like, just.
Oh, they know what they're... Oh, we just found a weapon. What weapon's this? Is that... What do we...
Oh, they actually dropped the Tasmanian sword. So like,
Wow, so we just picked up a Tasmanian sword. Did you know that was possible?
I didn't even know that was a.
Josh didn't even know that was a thing. There you go.
So
So
basically, if you wanted to that, we can just switch to the bird and like that, and just. Be
yeah,
done.
we could switch to the bird and cancel this dungeon and actually get to the end. But we're not going to do that because people want to see us beat all the bosses, obviously.
Well, yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Well, you learn something. I always say, when you play these games, you do learn something new. Cool. Seizure warning. Cool. That is an eyesore. That is ugly. That could have been worked a bit better. Gotta love the music in this game though. The music's fantastic for a Master System game. One of the very best. But believe me, Josh is making this game look easy. This is not an easy game. If you played this for your first time, you will die a lot. I wonder if we're ever going to see the game over screen when you turn into an angel and there's like this kind of gambling thing that goes around the border of the game over, and you've got to press your button and you can land on like an elixir, can't you? It's such a cool little feature, but I don't know if we're going to be able to see it. Yeah, he's taking some severe amount of damage here, actually. And we're using legendary armor. God, Jesus. Thank God you got an overhead arc on your attack. Josh thinks he's... How do you remember these things? And you got an elixir. Well, like, you know, you deserve to know these things if you've got a memory that good. I'll be like toast by now. Oh, we're fighting a samurai dragon. Looks like a pig, really, but... Oh. One thing I've always liked, I always like the colour effect when you actually land the hits. I always like that. It does look very impactful. He's fencing you properly, isn't he? He's taking his time. He's using strategies. He's baiting you into that attack, isn't he? There you go, he's down. Well, we don't need the money, so we're not worried about that. So, last form, and we are headed to the last dungeon in the game now? Or do we have to do anything else?
Oh, I've got to say, with the Tasmanian sword as well, you can actually go back to the human if you wanted to.
Really? Oh, so Josh said you can actually turn into the human character in this game with the Tasmanian sword, which you wow. He said the human character is the strongest in the game. The starting character you get to play with for maybe 20 seconds.
Yeah, but I scared you can only access that with the sword, otherwise he's just obviously you can't take it.
Can you fight the last boss in the game in human form?
Yeah, well that's what makes it so good. You actually use human form on just for last boss and you just whoop his ass.
That's pretty cool.
Right, so there's a massive glitch.
Hades armor.
Hades armor.
So Josh said there's a glitch here. What's the glitch?
Basically, if you equipped it and never touch it again, you're invincible.
What?
Yeah, so you equipped it.
So Josh said if you equip this piece of armor, you're invincible unless you take it off.
Yeah, basically, if you die, it gives you all your health back.
Yeah.
But the effect stays. Like, it never
Wow.
disappears.
If you never take this armor off, you technically can never die. So are we buying this, or are we just going to keep our other stuff?
We're going to keep it just like...
We'll keep it for a backup, but yeah.
Put it on, don't ever touch it, and you never ever die. It's like a elixir. Just keeps
So you don't have to do anything to perform that glitch. No. It's just the way the game is. So it's that's a real bug, isn't it? That is. They weren't freaking that one through.
Well, yeah, it's just weird.
Wow. Well, I never knew that. So there you go. So if you get that Hades armor, you can never actually die. Just don't take it off. Okay, some more money. Well, we're off to buy the legendary shield now from the first area in the game.
Yeah, so if you look at this, like, shit, hot workers. Hey, can you actually enter it from the site? If you can, I might skip it. You don't have to go in here. No, you don't.
Okay, there we go. And that's it now. We're we headed to the last dungeon?
Basically now we have to do the little
Look at his little run animation. He's just hopping. That's pretty cool.
So yeah.
I guess birds do kind of hop when you think about it. They don't run, do they?
No. But see his stats are not as good as like the Lion Man's, but you see what I mean? 180.
Yep.
Legendary shield.
So it's funny that this character is actually technically weaker in combat, even though he is a later form.
Yeah. See, so Hades armor. Again, a terrible CP. But
yeah.
But basically you put it on.
Yeah, so it's basically infinite lives, as long as you don't take it off.
I can do it now if I wanted to. Like, I'll just put it on.
Alright, well, we'll put it on, we'll show it off, you know? We're talking about it, people might want to see it, so let's just do it.
But don't touch it, otherwise it stops the glitch.
Okay, so never take it off, otherwise you're going to lose that glitch.
Yeah, but I think I think it's supposed to be like a one-time use, but
yeah.
Botched it.
It's a one-time use weapon, yeah, because you think it's a, what do you want to call it, an extra life?
Yeah.
Built into the armor, but it's not meant to be permanent.
Yeah, it's just like it's stuck in your character, and that's it. It's just constant use.
This has got to be a heart piece. There you go. You're only missing 2 heart pieces now, or is that 1? I can't tell. Shit, you're doing. Why did you take damage in the water there? Is he weak in water?
Yeah, very little. Can I swim down as soon as you can't touch it?
Well, some birds can kind of swim. You know, ducks. This bird is definitely yeah. So where is the last dungeon located to?
Oh.
Is it in the sky? Because we're playing as a bird. Does that mean the glitch is ended now because we took it off?
No, it's basically when it breaks.
Oh, so when it activates, then you don't take it off. So Heavenly Shield, what's that then?
But, again, we put this on, don't ever go back to this menu again. Just leave it. And it
Okay.
So we got these two secrets.
If we actually fly straight above a second, remember that on the right hand side? Didn't you say there was like a secret shop here under the
Basically, it's a warp that leads straight to the last boss room, I think.
All right, Josh said there's a warp under there, but we're not going to do that because we're going to do it legit because people want to see us play it properly. Whatever proper means at this stage, I don't know, but it's quite cool because if you don't know these things, I don't know, you know. Oh, there's a health in there as well.
Yeah, so this is basically so we needed a key and.
Oh, I see. This is the kind of brick
So
making.
we needed this is the only reason we need this like saber.
What is this a puzzle?
Basically, yeah. So there's one.
Oh, you got to create them into blocks, then you got to break them in order to get to the dungeon.
Yeah.
So oh, I see. Because people that won't know that they'll create these blocks and break them.
Yeah. So you
Right.
have to do that, and this is the last.
Hold it here a sec. Oh, this is the music at the start of the game. Okay, carry on. Is this a sky castle? This is another sky castle then.
First, pretty much. And of course, from this level, well, you see, you basically have to use every form to actually get through it.
Yeah, we've got to use every form now. I like that.
But as you can see, my armor's terrible, but...
We can never die though, so it doesn't matter how bad our armor is. We're always gonna... Actually, your armor ain't that bad.
What is that? It's about burst.
255 gold. And this is the last dungeon. We're almost finished this game now.
And one thing I see with this game, you lose a lot of momentum and change screens, so you're probably going to see me fall down a lot.
Yeah, so yeah, you do lose momentum on screen changes. Oh, there's the mouse, man. I can see it from there. It's obvious. Yeah, I wonder what gives that away. Oddie's still thinking, where'd you go from here?
The fucking dragon,
yeah.
He doesn't get any special.
He doesn't. The lizard man has no... I don't even think it's a lizard. It's just a dragon, isn't it? Because he's breathing fire, right? Oh, the invisible puzzle. Okay, that's fine. I love how clouds are just in dungeons. Aren't they meant to be in the sky? What are they doing down here?
Yeah, it's a bit
And why are they wearing sunglasses? Oh, Josh found a secret? Oh, that was a shortcut. That was nice. People are not going to believe you when you said you don't prep. You just know these things because you watched videos on these years ago, didn't you? He's even got max hearts. Wow, that's amazing. But these kind of videos, these live playthroughs we do, when you plan them, it could be quite, you know, interesting for people just to learn how to play the game, you know, because you're finding all the secrets, glitches, bugs, you know, we talk about them, so it's quite interesting. I'd find it interesting anyway. Maybe my commentary's terrible, but, you know, we do our best, don't we, to kind of sell the game. Oh, there's another... Yeah, well, that makes sense, right? Because we already did one of those. Oh. Audie, who are we going to change into here? Yeah, the game's gone. Yeah, you're at the end. You know, end game now. Seizure warning. We got to warn people when you're playing. When you, is that earthquake you're using there? Thunder. Oh, it kind of does make sense with thunder, but boy, it's ugly. Yeah, it is. I like the detail as well. When you actually attack enemies, you kind of push them back. It lets you be able to follow up with another attack. It's kind of cool. And they're very kind with the invincible frames in this game. When you get hit, you can't get over hit because you're stuck in like invincible, you know, lock, which is actually good. It can be annoying, but at least you're not losing your health. How many games do you not get any invincible frames and they're stacking damage on you and you just die in 2 seconds? This is Lion Man's puzzle. We know he has... Just hit downwards. It's all easy. Strongest character in the game. Well, actually, not technically. Wonder Boy is the strongest character in the game. So you can't actually ever play as human apart from the very first part of the game.
Yeah,
Unless you have that Tasmanian sword, right?
Then you can just like.
I see.
And then that's it. Just
Well, it's nice that that's in there, I guess, because you know, getting access to him is kind of cool.
yeah.
They're just using all the sprites in this game now. Like, yeah, got to show you everything now. Is there any boss rushes in this game, or there's no boss rush?
No, basically this is it. You have
Okay.
to use whatever character in the phone.
Yeah. Back in those days, they recycle bosses like nobody's business. Oh, you're almost dead. That's a problem. Oh no, then again, you got the armor anyway, don't you?
That's our last laser, but you'll see if I die again.
Yeah.
The,
What? See the armor in effect if we die again.
Hades armor, which is completely glitched.
I didn't realize. I didn't even know that was an issue with the Hades armor.
I mean, the funny thing is, when we were kids, I remember we played the game once, and like, you just couldn't die. I mean, never understood what was going on.
Yeah. So when
Whereas Hades armor just doesn't work properly.
I guess a lot of people would accidentally do that though, because a lot of people won't take the armor off and go, "Why am I not dying?" And I think you fight the last boss as a bird, so this is it now, pretty much. Wow, he's very adamant you're not going up there, isn't he? He's doing his duty though, isn't he? Do you have a shield with that guy? Yeah, you can. Oh, but you don't have a shield actually in flying. Okay, I see. That's a bit stingy, putting a tiny heart there. You know, before the last boss, they always give you health, though. Oh, there's a little face in the bricks. Okay. Josh is terrified right now, so we're putting a state down.
Well, again, we got Hades armor, so it's like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. This is this the vampire dragon?
Yeah, this is
right, so this is the dragon. Was the vampire dragon in the last game, the last Wonder Boy game? Is that what it is? Or is he like new to this game? Why is he a vampire though? I don't get it. I think it's because if you look at his face at the bottom, I think he has fangs actually. Well, actually, it makes sense if he's a vampire because we're in a castle, right, in the sky. Vampires are very known for having castles. He does. Well, you're smacking the crap out of him. Well, we're going to see if this Hades armor is going to work. I remember playing this years and years later, though, and dying on this boss so many times. It was so annoying. Yeah. Yeah, but if it's going to work again... Oh, there you go. Okay, because it works the first time automatically, but it's supposed to break after the first time. But, as Josh said, if you don't take the armor off, it works indefinitely. So now we know it is fine.
It's just like infinite use.
Infinite, yeah. So, oh, here we go. What's this?
This is like the cross that basically cures you.
A cross cures you?
Yeah, so there you go. Ready? So this basically cures the curse. Ready? So here we go.
Oh, this is cute. Are they going up into heaven now, these forms?
No idea.
Well, they're all part of us anyway, aren't they? So I guess they're not really dead.
No. There you go. Back to the human.
And what's his name in this game? Just Wonder Boy? Because in this, it's Shion, isn't it, in the other one?
It basically just refers to him as human.
Is that his name? Just human. Are you controlling this?
No.
So this is not being controlled anymore.
Well, look at that nice sky.
I love it. Look at the stars in the sky. I love when games do this kind of stuff, like the fireworks in the background.
Well, remember that place I said that was really important? There you go. Let's go door now.
That house does have a door now. Was that not there before? What is this pair doing though? He's got control. Okay. Is he going to bed? The long battlefield journey has finally ended. The tales of your gallant and heroic action will be passed down from one generation to another throughout eternity. Good night, brave warrior. Good night, Monsterland. Oh, that was a cute little ending. I like it. It didn't just end. Oh, there was even a shooting star at the end. That's great. Love it.
There you
Oh, yeah. Human. Okay.
go.
Well, Oddie, what's your thoughts? Josh, what's your thoughts of the game overall? Does it still hold up? Is it still a great game?
Great game, really fun. It's hard to get loads to do in this game. Just great soundtrack, looks great. Yeah, I love it.
Josh said great game, holds up today, lots to do, great soundtrack, great gameplay, just a beautiful world to explore. What did Oddie say? Really good, great gameplay, nice graphics, love the music, and pretty long for a Master System game. I echo that sentiment. One thing is, when you're watching this playthrough, Josh already knows everything about this game, so if you played it for the first time, this game would be much, much longer. You'll have a much more of an adventure probably and explore a lot more. But yeah, it's a great game. I still think this is probably the best Master System game. If it's not, it would definitely be in the top 5. Cast. That's quite interesting. Oh, Sidecrawler Dance. Love that piece of music. Fuzzball. We'll just watch this out because I don't know if I've ever seen this actually. I've seen the end, but I don't know if I've seen the credits.
Actually, I'm waiting for the cheat at the end of the game, so just so you can see how it works.
Right, Josh is going to use a little secret too at the end for just a little... I don't even know he's going to do this, but I don't know what he's doing. Oh.
So here's
Diamond?
Vampire Dragon?
Vampire Dragon. Yeah, because he had little fangs, didn't he? The bottom face had fangs. Music, The Last Dungeon versus Dragon. Mind of a Hero. I love that. A lot of this music, though, is very nostalgic for me. Like when you're opening the treasure boxes and you hear that, da 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 da. It is a nostalgic overdrive because I used to play this so much. I love it. Presented by Sega, thank you. So we do have a little bit of an extra at the end of here. I don't know what he's going to do. I have no idea, but we're going to check it out.
Well, it's just like a cheat you put in a password so you just actually see like what you start with. It takes
Oh, okay. The end. Yeah, wonderful game. Great memories. Still great now. Well, they did do a remaster, and people still seem to really love it. Even though it's just really a new coat of paint. That's how good this game is. It still holds up. Is the game going to get softlocked, though? Because back in those days, some of these games softlocked at the end. You couldn't actually get out of it.
You know what? I actually think so.
Okay, we're going to wait for 10 seconds. If it doesn't work, we're going to restart it and just see the secret.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay, we're going to do a little feature now. He's just going to put a password in and check this out.
Yeah, so I think the company was called West One, so this is actually the actual cheat.
Okay, so the company who made this was West One, so he's going to put this cheat in. You don't have to put all those digits out.
Just
okay.
Just the first couple.
I can't stress enough how shit the password system was in this game. I'm still scarred by trying to get this right as a kid, and it never worked. West One.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
Basically, it's like you just.
Oh, you start off from. So we skip the intro. So check your armor.
So you get every single item in the game.
Oh my god! Look at that. What? And we could just play the game naturally. How does this work though? You know, do we have to still collect all the items, or can we go straight to the last dungeon?
Well, that's it. If I
Oh, that's really, really cool. Well, look at your gold as well. What's that? 983,000.
Yeah,
And max stats. Well, there you go. So, kind of cool if anyone wanted to do that. I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure the warp. I mean, I would have used the Tasmanian
Right.
sword.
We're gonna see the warp, and then we're gonna call it a day there.
I mean, I would have done the Tasmanian warp, but you need like the second.
Right. We're just gonna warp to the last boss. We're gonna check this secret out. What if you accidentally pressed up and unlocked that door without knowing it? Would the player be really confused? Like, what did I just do?
Well, yeah, yeah.
Because you'd be like, well, because anyone can do this, right?
It's one of these, I think.
Yeah, Josh is trying to find a secret door. He thinks there's a secret door in one of these areas, so he's looking for it. And he's been right so far, pretty much everything, so...
The sword,
I think I have a vague memory about under that door. Maybe. Oh wow, there you go.
Oh, that was a shot.
Oh, he was wrong. It wasn't.
There was, I swear to God, there was a.
Is there a warp as well?
There is a warp somewhere. Like these went straight to the last.
How about under that one by the door?
Alright, I was wrong about that, but, you know, it's,
Well, there is a warp somewhere that warps you to the last boss. So there you go. Anyway, is there anything... Oh, he's found it.
that was it.
He got it.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that's the great Wonder Boy, Dragon's Trap. I hope you enjoyed it, because we did. It's a hell of a game.